We are up bright and early this morning to do something new in New York. Not a lot of New Yorkers have even done this yet because it just opened. You'll see what we're talking about in a few minutes. My biggest pet peeve in life is just missing a train, but 7 minutes, that's not too bad.
Rush hour isn't what it used to be in New York. We were just on the subway to get down to 8th Avenue. And not that there wasn't anybody on the train, but it definitely wasn't rush hour type traffic. We got off at 14th Street and 8th Avenue and we are walking over to the west side to check out the Little Island. She runs the foundation that donated all the money for the park.
Tell us how much money.
They put in 130 million. I think. Her husband, Barry Diller, was the one who came up with the project, and she leads his foundation that gave away all the money. And I think they put in 130 million of their own money to the park.
But it cost 265 million. Yikes. Obviously these people have a lot of money, and it's funny, I would have never recognized that store before, but we've been reading up about the Little Island, and obviously her name is everywhere because she donated a boatload of money. Really excited to check it out. So we wanted to get here early because after noon you have to have a reservation because the island gets to capacity. But it's about 8:15, 8:30 right now, and just walked right in.
There's close to 300 of these pylons holding up the Little Island, and honestly it really gives it such a cool aesthetic underneath that reminds you of the pier that used to be here.
Definitely really cool. I like that it's very circular, many places to go, and you can just keep walking around. It's not like you go up, see something, and you have to turn around. There's just like a lot of little paths and trails. There's this amphitheater over here which seats 650 people. I hope this summer, now that COVID is kind of settling down, there'll be some events happening here.
So I'm
down a whole dance floor for some sort of performance. Erin's very excited.
We gotta look it up. We'll come back.
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to have 6 performances per week starting June 14th. So there will be plenty of opportunities to come. And also Barry Diller, who was the father of Little Island, so to speak, he made sure that no performances would cost more than $30. That was like a big thing for him because he wanted it to be accessible to the masses. He also said that he never wants the island to be a wedding venue because he doesn't want it to be able to be privately rented out. It's a public space and open to everybody.
this is a really good view to see the support stilts that were here and that were already here from Pier 55 and were the inspiration behind building the Little Island. So in 2012, when Superstorm Sandy came in and just demolished a lot of things on the East Coast, what were left from some of these piers were these support stilts that are just buried deep into the ocean, and that's where the idea came to build something here like this floating island. I think it was a really good way to take a bad situation and make it into something beautiful. That people weren't going to use these support stilts for anything else unless you were the Karate Kid. You know what I mean? You know that scene? I'll just drop it right here.
It started all the way back in 2013 and took a really long time to get through legal battles. It actually completely shut down in September of 2017, and the project was completely scrapped. And then just for 43 days it was canceled, and then Cuomo came back and said, let's revitalize this project. He got some funding from the state of New York, and the project continued on. So in the face of everything that happened, the Little Island still came to be, and I really think it's such a beautiful project. Erin and I didn't even know about it. I feel like it's one of those things where New York is just such a happening place. There's so much going on where we didn't even know there was this huge construction of a new park inside the city, and we just found out about it. And it just opened May 21st, so we're here just a few days after.
We're not going to get any food right now, but the prices actually don't even look bad, and there's a bunch of alcohol. It is 9:15 in the morning, so we're not going to do that now, but it would be fun to come here with friends or family and get a drink and just kind of like walk around, because we spent like an hour here and I feel like we really got a good vibe of the place. It's good for locals, it's good for tourists. In the morning, obviously, there were a bunch of people who probably live nearby going for a run here. So you could check it out next time you're in New York City or next time you're on the West Side. Subscribe, stay tuned for New York City content. Catch you next time.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
It's so random that they put that there.